Wait, that was a lie. I'm not ready.
Oh, god damn it! Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but like Pornhub tweeted out a thing saying like all the different like porn from Tumblr are free to go over and post on Pornhub.
I'm pretty sure Newgrounds is like, I'll come over here too.
Oh, and I found out how Tumblr's new algorithm for determining what is and isn't porn is.
Is it the same as the one that keeps mistaking it for sand dunes?
It might be. I think that one might be more forms though, because of the fact that if you get it right, like the curvature of a sand dune could quite possibly look like the curvature of someone's back. But basically, it's literally based on skin tone.
So if furries, aliens, and maybe even monster girls are free.
So long as you can't see so long as it's not a picture with a whole lot of skin tone to it. Yeah.
So what you're telling me
is you can still post your furry porn?
And I could post more nun porn.
Oh, god. Why is
They're
that
completely covered.
Well, then it's not porn.
I think it depends. I've seen this go two ways. One, it's because it's the thing you can't have. Two, it's just the nun happens to be the most beautiful girl in the world, and who doesn't want to tap that, but you can't because she's a nun, which goes back to the first point about you can't have it, so you want it more.
Just reminds me of one quote I know of that actually did come from a nun. I can look at the menu, I just can't order.
That's beautifully put. I can't even be mad at that.
It was just a whole thing of this nun commenting on how good looking this one dude she saw was. It was like, what? I can look at the menu, I just can't order anything. I'm Llytic.
Are we supposed to be reading something? Hi, I'm a disappointment to myself. God damn it.
God damn.
This is what are we reading? More Light Dark Yagami!
We're finally on chapter 39 of 48. God damn it. We're on chapter 39, chapter 36, the Battle Royale kicks off.
Battle Royale? Fortnite wasn't out. What the fuck you mean, Battle Royale?
Where are we dropping, boys?
Can we drop at Yagami's house? You know,
Tilted Towers with no balls.
Nah, Tilted Tower sucks now. Everyone's dropping fail right now because of the stupid challenge this
God.
week. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's time to be a farmer. I need to tend to my crops.
Well, I mean, that is important, but...
Anyway, shall we start? How long have we been fucking bullshitting this for, like 10
minutes?
I
don't know. We started talking about porn, and then somehow you brought the Bible into it. I'm just happy that it's not in a way that's shaming me for anything.
I mean, I could try.
Anyway.
Can we just cut the first 10 minutes out of this?
Twilight was biding his time in the attic. With his psychic powers, he could see the evil dudes coming on the stairs. Nice.
Oh.
And about to punch the door open. They punched it, and it was go time.
It's showtime. He dropped like a brick out of the attic and landed on Hal's face.
Why the face? Ow, fuck! He shouted and started punching everywhere.
Holy moly! Screamed Light's mom at the punched-in door. How was G-Mom? G-Bill, how come your mom lets you have two wieners?
My mom is fucking dead.
Oh. So I get to have her hot dog, right? I was beating Twilight, but Twilight was stronger and kept drinking his blood and biting him, and blood was spraying everywhere, painting the house red, except it was already red because that was Blood's favorite color.
Why are we dictating the color by the thing that's not actually visible to anyone except for, like, 3 people?
Yagami's mom just thinks that both of her children are retarded and have, like... Oh, sorry if that's a bad thing to say. Both of them are mentally challenged. And that's just their imaginary friend.
You're gonna die! What about my gonna die? Cool dude sang, rocking out on his axe. Is it Marceline's bass axe or what? Or axe bass?
I guess.
It was a real axe with a guitar string stuck to it. Stuck to it so he could play music on it and started axing up the place. Only a single guitar string. The sofa and the TV and Soichiro's favorite coffee table all got smashed to bits. God damn it!
Oh
no! Roy Pember joined in the smashing and broke a book.
Everyone is here, by the way. Let's go, team! We have to fight for victory! Dark shouted, taking off his shirt like an action movie dude.
Yeah! They all said back. Knight started to slap Samantha around, because they were girls, and it is the law that when a bunch of movie dudes fight, the girls have to fight each other alone. In case they decided to start sexing. No, I'm pretty sure it's just societally indoctrinated misogyny that causes that. The fuck?
I wouldn't mind punching a girl in the face. I have no qualms against that. What? If I'm about to like throw down, I'm not about to be like, no, I don't really like. I'm uncomfortable punching. I really have a bad experience with this because back when I was like 5 years old, there's some like random girl in the neighborhood, and it was just my parents were always like, "Don't hit girls, don't hit girls," right? So like she starts hitting me first, right? I kind of just run home because the fuck am I supposed to do? She's beating me up and I can't fight back. So I expressed this to my parents and they're just like, oh, she's hitting you first. Just go ahead, hit her. And that like blew my mind. I'm like, what? So like I think I like went back outside prepared to fight the girl because that's what I wanted to do.
I was just laughing.
I was like, yeah, my mom gave me permission to punch a girl. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I was just like, the phrasing of that made it sound like you meant unprovoked.
Oh, just punching people randomly?
Yeah, I don't mind punching a girl.
Just unprovoked, like some girl walks up. Hi. Wham!
Oh shit, it's every nice guy fantasy. Oh god.
I mean, in general, I don't mind punching anyone. Yeah. If it's like per circumstance, I'm not gonna punch people randomly.
My whole thing is don't throw the first punch.
Yeah.
Like just in any situation.
Unless they have a knife.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers coming at me with a knife. I don't give a shit who the fuck they are. I ain't making any fucking special exemption to them because they have a fucking badge.
Yeah, we're at my line?
Nah. Knight and Samantha didn't start sexing, but only because Samantha wasn't a lesbian. And also another reason, which is a secret for now. Again, I don't think this person understands how gay people work. Oh shit, another gay person. Well, we have to fuck. Oh, fuck it. Oh shit. Okay, fucking bi and pan people might understand this, but like going to a fucking pride event and you're not a monosexual and you just have that one fucking person who's like, well, you're also into people of the same gender as you. Why won't you go out with me? It's like, I'm just not interested in you. And the motherfucker just starts calling you like a fucking fake and accusing you of being straight and shit. It's like, yes,
if people
gay
really
nice
do
guys
that,
are a thing.
I am so glad, despite how pathetic I might be from just sitting inside all the time. I have never turned into like somebody so focused on like people need to have sex with me. I don't understand why. I perfectly understand why nobody has sex with me.
You've never started bitching about other people not wanting to date you.
Oh, never. I think if anything, I'd be uncomfortable with somebody like me. I'd be like, is this a joke? Am I on camera?
No, I'm just more like
The one time I actually
I'm just more like, honestly, with me, it's just a person-to-person basis. Like, if they are, like, I've had situations like, you are flat fucking drunk. Calm the fuck down. I don't know you, and you smell of cheap booze.
You smell of cheap booze, oh my.
Oh, fuck.
I think there's actually one really sad time where there was somebody I was like considering maybe liking, but the second they showed affection back to me, I was like, nope, I can't handle this. I can't handle this emotionally. They actually like me. This is
They have terrible taste.
Exactly. This is not attuned to my worldview. I must push them away.
But no, like with me, I understand. Like, I am someone who is for the most part traditionally attractive, so it's this whole thing is like, okay, you're making a terrible decision here, but whatever. Anyway, Knight has her Death Note skin, but Samantha had a Death Note of her own, so they were equal. And a Yagami called, oh god, Magnetario, who was a talking horse.
I'm gonna call it Magirna, the Pokemon.
With the power of magnets on his shoes. How the fuck do those work? Thanks, Jenny Shortell on Twitter for the name.
They're magnet shoes. That's how they work. They can climb on maybe one or two extra surfaces. Congratulations.
Magnets, how the fuck do those work?
Oh, I just had a really dark thought. Like, what if they were really powerful magnets, and the second the horse, like, pulled up their foot to go reach to it, like, the entire horse toe came off?
Like, it's the fucking shit from, like, Face Off with the giant-ass magnet boots.
Or, like, have you ever watched Slow Mo Guys?
Not much, no.
They did one episode when they had, like, the YouTube series, the red YouTube series things, where they had some super strong magnets that they launched into each other. Those things were so strong that they crushed whatever was between them, and then they broke on each other from the sheer force of how much they were pulling on one another. Like, just wham, and then they start to break. I'm thinking that level.
So we literally just have a horse stuck to metal surfaces.
Yep. There were some lesbians there. What? There were Sir Lesbians, though, because Misa and Seiyu were there, so they got naked and ran at Cyber Tadaka, who was already naked because she was ready for battle.
You're telling me you don't fight naked?
No.
It throws people off. Believe me.
Oh, for sure, but, like, you're also defenseless, so if they just throw a knife at you,
what
are you going to do?
You have defenses. Just for melee.
Oh, so you still have the sword and shield, you're just naked.
They're just really uncomfortable, that's your defense. They don't want to touch you.
They don't have to touch you if they throw the weapon at you, that's the thing.
Just imagining you get hit by the handle. Like it's just a really panicked throw.
The sword doesn't even make it, or like the knife doesn't even make it all the way to you, just lands at your feet.
There is only one way to decide who will win. Cyber got roboted. I am too strong and have robot gun arms, so if we fought, I would win, which would not be fair. What? Instead, we will take it in turns to sex with Misa. Whoever is the best at sexing wins.
I don't think it ever works like that.
This is definitely the first time since Devilman Crybaby that I've ever had a sex battle situation. Well,
that happened.
It was less that and more two people trying to kill each other while also more or less fucking.
Were they fucking each other? Or
fucking each other.
Between them?
That was uncomfortable.
Oh. Soichiro muscled up and pulled out his police gun. Is it the gun that shoots cop cars? It was a special police gun because he's a chief and it didn't shoot police cars, but tanks and battleships and police trains!
Choo-choo!
He had a mustache, so he had to fight with Otari, who got out a cup of tea. I say, old chappie, would you lick some bloody crumpets? If I was ever like a dictator and I made a police state, I would give my police trains.
I don't think that would be much use. You can't exactly pass another train on a train if you're on the same tracks.
No, but think about it. It'd be like do you know this Japanese really like they have
bullet
really
trains.
Good bullet trains and stuff like that? It'd just be a bullet train filled with police, and it would just go through the city only.
Oh God.
So you should just imagine like it could stop anywhere, and like they'd zip line off the side right above the crime scene.
Oh, so much money like, wasted.
No. It wouldn't be wasted per se.
This is what our taxpayer
It's just all about the presentation. I have to show fear. I have to show them that I'm a crazy motherfucker, and you don't fuck with me, or my police trains will fucking kill you.
That's how you display you're a crazy motherfucker?
Yes, police trains.
I guess it could be worse. You could be proving to your entire nation that you have a small dick by holding military parades.
Well, I don't really think military parades are always like that. But
I mean, considering
the fact that the amount of medals,
considering Putin, Mao Zedong, and Kim Jong-il, or Kim Jong-un.
I think giving those guys a parade every once in a while would be okay, though.
I don't know.
But if it's constant,
we're also talking about the fact that Putin is someone who has his own sexy shirtless calendar. Unironically.
That's a bit egotistical.
It's kind of the same thing I have to say about shit, I forgot his name. Tesla. The car dude. Elon Musk. Both of them are very much insecure. I mean, Elon Musk is the same person who, while dancing with his wife, whispered in her ear, "I'm the alpha in this relationship." Yes.
He did? Wow. I really
Someone
hope
has a baby
like
dick.
Please kill me if I'm like that.
Motherfucker's built an acorn. Anyway. Soichiro didn't reply, but fired a tank out of the gun and it landed with a splat on Watari, but he was a tough dude and punched it away.
Where the fuck?
Cyber Takada.
Cyber Tadaka and Miso were making out super hard, and then nuclear Cyber Tadaka's giant chest was spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Miso started yelling with Happy 8-bit, and they started sexing.
One.
Yes. Yes.
Oh God.
Watch what this says during sex. Like they say one, and then you just pause and laugh, and then you're just not horny anymore.
You're too busy laughing to keep having sex.
Yes.
Oh God. Dark looked at L, who was once his best friend, until he so heartlessly betrayed him and Watari's house by shooting his best friend Mello and his gramps.
What? Nani? It is a shame that it has come to this. Dark flexed and the lights exploded. Because I'm the best dude in the world, but you are
Stop licking people!
Best, and together we could have added up to be the third best person in the world. You know what? The third best person in the... You're already the third... We could rule these silly humans
That's
together.
how it works. If you take the first fastest person on Earth or the second fastest person on Earth, and you put their speeds together, you get the time for the third Wait.
Yep, that's apparently how it works.
That is true, except it cannot be. L started crying and blew his nose on a Christmas cake and Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
For then who would track down Kira?
Dark nodded. Then
You
you
must die.
You will.
Or else you will
Die.
die. I agree. Then you must die. I agree. That's a great thing to say to someone trying to kill you. And they jumped at each other with samurai swords.
You must die. I agree. you too, buddy. Day was feeling left out, and he wanted to see what Nier was up to. Nier was hungry, so Light Small made some toast for the douchebag. I love
that song.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it was poison toast, and Nier died all over the car.
What? Back on Planet Blood. Oh yeah, it's Blood's voice.
Toast for the douchebags.
Yeezy, what the fuck?
It's apparently actually a song called Runaway, but people only probably remember it for that lyric, I guess.
Oh, I think that was the one with like the weird Phoenix lady. The music video.
I don't really listen to Kanye, so I don't know.
Much.
I'm not surprised. What the fuck? This is even more Epsy than I thought it would be. Blood roared at his TV. A fountain of chewed up blood banana exploded out whenever he roared, splattering the room with mushed up blood banana. Who will win in this clash? Oh, wait, who will win in this clash? Oh wait, no, he's not saying that. Fuck!
Well, I mean, Blood's voice is what became the author's note's voice.
Yeah.
Who will win this clash? One shall fall, and one shall stand, and one shall fall. I bet it will be Yell, and it will turn out that Samantha is not Dark's wife, whispered Ryuk. Ryuk.
I think you are wrong, and we will have a bet.
And Celine has Ryuk's voice.
The size of the Empire. Blood got a bar of gold the size of the Empire State Building.
Got a bar of gold the size of the Empire
State Building. If you are right, I will give you my fortune. But if you are, if you are right, I will give you my fortune. But if you are wrong, you will turn into a chick and sex with Joseph.
This is extortion. It is a deal.
Yep.
Ryuk said, and then realized he was an idiot.
What? Oh, on the planet we call Earth.
That's a terrible name for a planet, really. I mean, who names their planet at just the word dirt?
A planet with a lot of dirt on it.
I'm pretty sure most planets have a lot of dirt on them. Alternia has a lot of dirt on it. You don't see us calling it dirt. Hal and Twilight were rolling down the hallway, and Twilight was biting Hal and drinking his blood, so Hal had to start biting back so he could drink back his blood and not die. That's not how that works.
Motherfucker.
They rolled, and then Hal had an idea.
Wait.
They rolled into Dark's room, and Hal jumped up and grabbed the blood banana case full of blood bananas. Really, that's what's in them. I had no idea. He took them all and ran into the kitchen and rammed them all into a smoothie maker and made a smoothie. Twilight loved blood, so he drank it, but then he remembered they were poisonous and died. One dude on each side is now dead. Who will be next?
Already dead. Twilight's already dead.
Well, he is now.
Is that what you're saying? Nier and Twilight have both died, so what you're telling me? So far, the only deaths have been through poison.
Yes, actually.
How epic, really, astoundingly amazing, just as he said. Cyber Tadaka was sexing so hard with her robot sexing parts that Misa nearly died from
I'm
all the
pretty sure it'd be
happiness.
bruising.
It was the best sexing in human history. Sayo was watching, however, and making
Don't
her
fist the
plan.
robot girls.
Apparently it's okay, though. Or wait, how are they sexing right now? Right, robot arms, never mind.
Oh no, that'd be the robot girl fisting you.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's like, how are they sexing right now? Then I remembered. Robot hands.
Knight and Samantha started slapping each other because they were the brainiest chicks in America and England. How the fuck does a slap fight constitute intelligence?
They stopped slapping.
Oh, they stopped. Okay. Instead, they had a science test, and all the answers were questions were super hard. Like, what is the atom? Well, you see, the Atom is a long-running DC character. The ability to shrink himself to the subatomic level. He was also known for hopping inside people's sinuses and torturing them during the Dawn of Justice storyline in the comics. Yes?
Did he really?
Because it was a terribly written storyline. Literally, he'd just go inside like their sinuses or whatever and grow, like it'd start growing. It's shit like that. Yeah.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
That's a good way to make people sympathize with your hero.
That's terrifying.
Have him torture people from the inside out. And where is the sun?
This sounds like a bunch of trick questions. Like, maybe it really is about the comic book Atom.
Are we talking about the green sun? Rose? Yes. Where's the green sun? And why do birds exist? Well, birds you see, cool. Millions and millions of years ago, there were these things called dinosaurs. Magnetaria, who wanted to help, but he was just a magnet horse. That's basically useless for a science quiz, and he got stuck to the fridge.
Sorry about that. My mom came home from Oklahoma with food. I had to tell her I loved her a lot because I love my mom.
The wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Oh my gosh, every time I say Oklahoma, my dad sings that.
Night.
Let's see, where are we right now?
No, wait. One after that.
Night and Samantha stops. Watari was opening a can of whoop-arse.
Instead of whoop-ass. I get it.
So Chiro doing all these mad kicks and punches into the air. He learned his fighting from that Prince William dude himself, because he was in the army and married to a chick now, and so he had the best fighting skills in Europe.
As we all know, marriage improves your fighting ability.
Of course, you're fighting for the ones you love.
Because that's how that works.
Alright, you're fighting for boners then. Jesus. He punched his hand off, but Soichiro cut his hand off back. And pretty soon they ran out of hands.
Just flashing back to Dragon Ball Z Abridged during the Namek arc, and you just have Nail next to a pile of his own hands.
Oh, he's just
ripping his hands off over and over. Ellen.
That was actually pretty dark. Jesus.
Ellen and Dark were still staring at each other so hard that things around them went on fire. Sometimes went on fire. The fire hit a gas pipe and the room exploded. Bits of fire started falling on peeps and hurting them. Giant rocks and bits of electricity fell off the ceiling and started heading for Samantha.
They are too heavy. I'm gonna die, said
I'll save you too, said Dark Yagami, jumping to her rescue. He broke the falling roof bits with S. I saved you. Now you have to join my side, he winkled, because that was the plan all along, because Samantha was his wife. Is that what the twist was?
On planet Blood, because I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Ryuk woke up and he was a chick.
He cried and then realized he could sex with the sexiest Shinigami on the planet, so he was
No
happy for the
guarantee
first
that
time
they're
in his
all
life.
lesbians, or bi, or pan.
As we established before, Blood just kind of said they're gonna have sex, so I don't really think she has, I don't think she's consenting to this anyways.
I don't think that the author seems to take consent or common sense into most things. It's all building for the final fight that will decide the winner of all time. I know I am the best.
I'm on Twitter, Real Dark Yagami, so
Real
vote
Dark
for
Yagami
me.
for president 2020.
For what?
Because it can't get any worse.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're on chapter 40, chapter 37. So many died, this is unreal.
Wait, chapter 47?
37.
What?
Did you not pay attention? That's been going on since chapter 35.
We went back in time, right?
Yeah, it went
we're
back in time
right?
a while back.
We reset everything? Oh, okay, I'll be right back, though.
Yeah, all right.
I gotta take care of something.
Well, partners, it looks like it's just you and me. So, this ought to be interesting. Oh, I will say that I do. The one issue I have with this time of year is the fact that it always makes my lips chapped. And that's really annoying. Because it's a really distracting feeling. Like I work to take I work to take care of myself. Like, it's kind of important. And so when you have something that literally just like the weather is fucking up my face. It's not even in a noticeable way. It's just that my lips are darker. Like, that's literally the only thing that you can notice, because it's not like any of the skin cracks. It's literally just that my lips get darker. And so it's noticeable, and it's just annoying. It's just a tad annoying. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. That hurt. Yeah, it's not really like the most pleasant thing, because it's like my mouth just feels tight. And not in the way I usually want it to. Oh, that was probably a bit fun. Not really, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a really annoying thing that I have to deal with this time of year. Oh, hey, he's back.
Sorry. I was gonna wait until I got food, or like wait till after we're done to eat the food, but there's a chocolate milkshake involved, so
and so the milkshake brought this boy to the yard.
Exactly.
This is not this is not an Xmas special, because the fight is too action-packed, but just imagine it is, okay? All this stuff happens at Xmas or something, and Wadari is dressed like a tree, or I don't know. Use your imagination. Also, Gremlins, Die Hard, Black Christmas. I'm trying to think of other. Well, actually, one of those is action-packed. It's just filled with a lot of murder. No,
Gremlins, right?
Kind of, but Black Christmas is actually what's considered by most people who actually know what they're talking about to be the first slasher film, being as it came out a few years before Halloween. Yeah.
Really?
But on top of that, you also have the whole question of what technically counts as a thriller, because when you get down to it, like what is considered the thriller genre started with Black Christmas, I think like late 70s, early 80s. But then you also have stuff that came out before those primarily being Italian serial killer thriller films, which slasher films are usually were at least initially heavily inspired by. Yeah.
Really? So what you're telling? Yeah. So the
Well, the
Italians give us
Italians
murder.
were known for a lot of violent films. After all, those were the people who popularized the Amazon cannibal films, which usually involve live animal deaths on screen. Yeah. I
Oh
do not
God.
suggest watching Cannibal Holocaust if you like animals. Because you will see a turtle, at least one turtle and at least one coatamundi murdered on screen. Yeah, they
Turtle.
literally
Oh
just like
no.
kill a turtle with a machete on camera.
That's who did they get
One of
to
the
do that?
actors,
Why would they agree to
Italian
that?
actors.
I don't want to go to Italy anymore.
That's probably for the best. They're also known for being a tad xenophobic right now. Yeah, I mean, we
Really?
are talking about the kind of country in which they get pissy whenever tourists don't speak Italian. Yeah, I mean, granted, there are people
Wow.
in the U.S. that get upset whenever people who move here don't speak English, but honestly, the whole issue with that is the fact that America doesn't have a national language. It's just that English is the most commonly
Yeah.
spoken one.
To be honest, all those people that move here that don't speak English are in areas where it's fine not to speak
On
English
top of that,
anyways.
like, I mean, for one, it makes sense to make exceptions for like stuff like the elderly because of the fact that speaking languages does actually work specific muscles. So if you've been speaking a certain language all your life and then you're trying to learn a new one, it is going to be more challenging the older you are.
I've taken a lot of developmental
As well as the
courses, so yeah,
fact
I
that
know about.
English is considered one of the hardest second languages to learn in the West.
What's the other
Probably
ones?
other Germanic languages, because with Romantic languages, at least they're structured in a way that the words are pronounced how they're spelled. That's not the case with Germanic languages. Like, think about all those weird rule exceptions for English words. Yeah, English is a bullshit language, and it's no wonder it's so hard to learn.
I was also thinking about that because, like, I'm not really specifically to that, but like English is, like you said, it's based on a Germanic language, right? So I always remember like the songs, like you have like the English version or like the Japanese version, and the Japanese version's more fluent and the voices sound more adorable. But then you get like the English version, everything's more hefty and solid.
Well, that also has to do with Japanese culture. I mean, after all, one of the things that you'll often hear said is that the word kawaii is used more in Japan than the word "the" is used in English-speaking countries. Yeah.
No.
Now, whether or not that's actually true or just an exaggeration, I can't really say for certain. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's at least somewhat exaggerated, but it is a whole thing that has to do with that sort of culture. And honestly, kawaii culture, in my opinion, is kind of toxic. Which
I'm pretty sure all idol and just
yeah, and part of what it doesn't help is the fact that, which just a bit of like definition lesson here. Kawaii doesn't directly translate to cute. It's more closely related. It's more close to innocent or childlike. Yeah. So when you're expecting, I don't know, half the population of your country to fall into that sort of thing,
Especially because I like how like a lot of the anime characters act more mature.
Oh yeah, like I fucking love it whenever they're like actually act like adults, human beings, people. Like that's just but yeah, that's just. And like if you look at like advertising in Japan, like billboards and shit, like Hawaii and moe culture is used to sell a lot of shit. It's also like part of the reason why it's so hard to find any good merch in Akibahara. Because you're not going to find
Why?
like merch for like good anime. You're gonna find a whole bunch of like stereotypical moe figurines of moe characters. Yeah.
Rip.
Which I'm sorry. I want the as cute as Deku is. I want some stuff of some of the other characters. Thank you. I have enough Deku. Anyway, your line.
Everyone got out of the rubble except for Ray Pembers because he was squished to death by the rubble. Man was
God.
Sorry. Have I just been smacking
There
this whole
has been
time?
a bit
Because I
of smacking
apologize
that's
if
been
I
coming
have
up
been.
over the mic.
Naomi started crying that her one true husband was dead, but actually they didn't get on all that well anyway because of his man thing. Dark was better at sexing and Ray sold Naomi's dog to pay for his gambling
Okay, I
habit.
really have to ask questions of how on earth his penis could ruin the relationship, because if you ask most human women, they're going to tell you that it's not ever an issue of being too small. In fact, usually it's more uncomfortable when it's too big. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's like most women I've talked to have said if it's over 8 inches, I'm scared.
They don't have to worry about that with me.
Well, they wouldn't have to worry about that with you anyway.
Yeah, because I'm never outside.
Anyway.
Right.
Oh, Dark, she cried right up in his face, splattering tears everywhere. Get off me! My husband is dead, and now I have no one to love me hotly and tightly all through the coldly, darkly night. Oh,
lightly.
Coldly and hotly and lightly? Did I say tightly? Whoops. Will you take my back?
Said tight.
Damn it.
He just,
I was kind of preferring some other positions other than doggy, but okay.
A big anime sweat appeared on Dark's face.
Can we reel it back there?
The leany thing.
A big what sweat? It sounded like you said...
big anime
Yeah, you said A-name.
Did I say A-name? I think my principal said that in high school, and I've never let it go. Anime sweat appeared on... See, this is why English is bullshit.
Sweat and sweet.
Anime and A-name. Like, how do you get A-name from that?
I don't know.
And he did the leany thing with his elbow on his head and the gorping mouth laughing and his eyes closed.
Great. Now I'm just thinking of really annoying anime tropes. That would be a good idea, but if I had a wife, which I do not, then she would not let me do it. Sus gnomes.
Bitch, you've been fucking girls this entire time. The fuck you mean? Actually, Dark, said Samantha with a big smile, with a big anime blush on her face too, and a wink. If you had a wife, wink, which you do not, wink, and it's not me, wink, then she would love it as long as she could join in too, wink. 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 She winked.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the room...
Fuck! Watari and Soichiro had been fighting Cyber Takada and Misa sexing each... had been watching Cyber Takada and Misa sexing each other. They had fought about sexing to solve their fight too. You know what? You might as well, at this point. But they were too old and wrinkly, so they can't. And also, they were better at fighting than sexing, which is why Light's mom had so many affairs.
I almost died just a second ago.
Instead, they had to make do with kicking each other because they were out of hands.
Also, you're only saying that because they're old and wrinkly. You I'm not gonna roast you for not wanting to see old people's sex. That's fine. Still, I'm sorry to them. Sorry, I'm not thinking right now because I almost fucking died.
What did you do?
My bed fell apart. So like my bed doesn't have anything solid under it. It's just a bunch of wood blocks,
God.
right? And what it is, they're lined up so they're only the length of half of it, right? And there's a block on each side. But every once in a while, since the strings under it aren't tight, like the blocks will slip under and I'll just kind of fall on my ass.
God.
And I almost like fell through my bed, so you know. You are the worthiest bloody bugger I have ever fit. Watari guessed. Booting. Eating was a mistake. Shapiro in the gut.
Anime was a mistake. Well, you were worthier, Soichiro ground back, doing a headbutt right into Watari's face. He stumbled backward and a load of blood came out of his nose and painted an England flag all over his loose shirt.
Where'd the white come from? Isn't there white?
Yeah, there's white on the, on that thing. Oh God!
On him too. You will pay for that, Watari bellowed, putting boxing gloves full of nuclears where his hands used to be. He began beating Soichiro so hard his glasses broke and Soichiro's flag all over his blue shirt. Oh, I somehow skipped.
How did you do that?
Soichiro's broke too, and there was blood on both their mustaches. Sad face, gasp, gasp.
Separate got off Misa, and the sex was so good that Misa just sat on the floor for like 5 minutes to get her breath back and her chest and stop her chest bouncing.
Damn, sexing so hard the chest keeps bouncing.
I'm not entirely sure that's how that works. Just a guess.
You've been having a real good time. You're in your teens, you got this girl to come over and have sex with her. Then your mom walks in, you try to get off her quickly. Mom's like, were you having sex? And then you try to say no. Then your mom looks like the girl and her chest is still bouncing and she just looks back at you in disappointment.
I think that might just be breathing.
She's breathing so hard her chest is bouncing.
I mean, if you're laying on your back. There's going to be some movement.
But not bouncing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I have a rabbit in my shirt. Please help kind of bouncing.
What is this, a Gynax series? Oh,
yes.
God.
Let's be real. He probably would like it like that.
Yes, nothing like a series made by someone who obviously doesn't seem to understand how tits work. Anyway, it's your line.
It's just
Okay.
Okay, so it is your turn, but you have no hope because I made sure my sexting motors were set to 100% power. Okay.
What?
Don't worry, babe. I've set my motors to 100% power for tonight.
What? And I just had sex her at 101% power.
Ha. Ah! Cyber Tadaka laughed evilly, but not too evil, because she just gave Misa the best sexing of her life, which is pretty good, remember. 101% power sexting will kill her!
Also, you keep saying Tadaka. Yes.
I do?
Just reminds me of one person I knew who used to pronounce parody as Padroy.
Oh, I was taking a drink when it hit me. Parody is Padroy. Holy shit!
He thought
I thought
that
I was
the
bad.
R came after the D. No, that the D came before the R.
So it's
Tadaka.
Right,
fuck! Said Seiyu. I must find a way, or my name isn't Seiyu Yagami. Also, I don't think we brought this up, but if memory serves, wasn't Seiyu like 12?
I think so. Maybe.
Oh God!
Let's look it up.
Unfortunately, knowing Earth, there's probably porn of her anyway.
Oh, but like, if I just type in Seiyu
yeah.
Yagami, I don't think it's gonna.
Not like you're typing this into like Danborough or something. 15.
Yeah. Okay, so she's not 12, but
It's still
pretty
pretty
bad.
dubious.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Woo. Oh, there's a time skip.
Apparently, I think that's part of like.
She's 20 after. She's 20 post.
I don't know why
skip.
there's a 5-year time skip.
Now I've got to look that up. Time skip. Death Note.
I think that might have to do with the fucking ending.
Do you mind if we talk about her spoilers?
Sure. I mean, if people haven't seen Death Note by now.
All right. How long was it between the time L died and when the near mellow thing started? That was a 5-year time skip.
It was after L's death. Okay.
Wait, so he actually gets it?
If memory serves, yeah. And then you have like a weird ending in which, like, Light dies, but then his apprentices basically like kill a whole bunch of people in the warehouse where he dies. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of. Or wait, no. Fuck, I don't remember. It was just a whole bunch of bullshit that made no sense. Because suddenly since when the fuck did you know their names? And since when the fuck did you get a Death Note?
I didn't know. I thought that L lived. I didn't know that he died.
Hey.
Damn.
Anyway. Yes.
Oh, so my line again? On Planet Blood, once again.
Once again.
Once again, it's just One Direction getting back together.
Yeah, no, for a second my mind thought Backstreet Boys, and I was like, I wouldn't mind that. W-Y-N. Anyway. Seofage and Rake, who was a girl and now called Beat,
It's called what?
We're sexing all over the bloodbed. Yeah! It's unsanitary. Beat was an ugly Shinigami, but it was still pretty hot because Seofage put a bag on Beat's head in footballs down her top to look like chests. Wait, American footballs or actual footballs?
I don't even know where this dude's from.
Because if it's the American ones, oh god.
Then she's on some like video game shitty boo physics thing right there.
It's torpedo tits.
Trust me. I've seen some pretty pointy titties in my day of modding Skyrim.
It's gonna end up looking like she's wearing like those fucking 1920s cone bras.
Mm-hmm.
Blood wasn't watching this. The hottest thing ever to happen on Planet Blood, though. Okay, is everyone on Planet Blood just like really fucking vanilla then? That lesbians are the hottest thing to ever happen on your planet?
Oh god, I just got a picture of like humans going off to other planets and then somehow in some way introducing lesbianism to the most vanilla
it's a
planet
planet
ever.
that only has missionary.
Yeah, just maybe something happened and it like twisted them up a bit, and then like the second the concept of two girls having sex comes in, everyone's like, holy shit.
You see, this is called scissoring.
They're not even mad about it.
Their
or like
minds are just
against it. They're just
blown.
like, I've never seen this happen before.
I'm
What is
just imagining
this?
like their minds getting blown when they get introduced to the idea of cowgirl. Or like reverse cowgirl. And we called this one churning butter.
calm down, dude.
You not heard of that one? Because that one is incredibly painful.
It sounds
Because
like
literally what you have to do for this is you have the person who's taking it. What they basically have to do is that they have to more or less put the entire weight of their body onto their neck. And then you have the person giving it on top with their dick more or less pointing straight down.
Oh my.
Which, I'm not the best expert on the human anatomy, but I'm pretty sure that whenever someone has an erection, that's pretty fucking painful. Just a guess.
Oh god. We've been invented that. Why?
Because what was going on the TV was even hotter. It was called a four-way.
Let's watch. Oh, wait, no, what was on the TV?
Let's watch.
What was on the TV? Haha, I get it. It's backward. Except it was a fix, so we'll have to so that won't be as hot as... I can't finish that. Except it's a fix, so we'll have to read, so that won't be as hot, so just believe me.
Clearly, someone has never read erotic fiction. Because in that,
Or
you
lemons.
get to intricately describe what's going on.
Oh. You mean like in Game of Thrones?
Let's go with that one. Say you and Misa were leaning up against the fridge, sexing really hard, and Misa was screaming because Magnatorious antlers kept poking her?
97% say gasp.
Horse antlers!
I'm full. Oh god, I can't correlate horse antlers with this sex scene. I can't. Don't want to make a joke about it. I don't want to go down that path.
Oh god, you know, when you said you wanted to be
Talking about everyone
penetrated,
being
I didn't think you meant like this.
You were talking about everyone being vanilla on this planet, but it seems somebody's getting to the next step.
Finally, some masochism. Not going to make it. Misa squeaked.
98% say gas they were rubbing so hard they were making lightning and their hair was standing on end and full of sparks. They turned into Goku!
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining being as it's
She's going super slut 3.
yeah, no, it's just like the whole thing. Like, I remember someone raising the question, is like, whenever he goes Super Saiyan, does his pubes turn gold? And get all spiky?
He probably shaves down there, and then he probably shaved down there once and never had to shave again because, you know.
Except for mustaches. And beards.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Their hair. Oh yeah, what? Their hair stops growing, but they still grow a beard or a
Yes.
mustache? That's stupid.
It was the
pretty
weirdest
sure he
thing
just
because
forgot.
I don't think anyone was asking the question, hey, how come their hair never changes?
It was like, why did their hair not change, but their beard
Yeah, it
grew?
was the whole thing. I think it was, brought up after the hyperbolic touch chamber thing. It's like, you spent 3 years in
That's
there.
what he
How
grew.
come your hair never changed? It's like, I'm pretty sure there's scissors in there somewhere. Oh, God.
Hairspray. Lots and lots of hairspray.
OMG!
Cyber Takada got out her sex meter, which was like goggles from Dragon
Speaking
Ball
of-
Z. It's over 99%! She shouted like in that video that everyone was on everyone on the internet licks for some reason. Stop saying lick, please.
I guess fucking Super Saiyan pubes. We are at 100% sexing, Misa said between yips.
Wait, if they both go 100%, won't they just tie?
No one wins.
Yeah, and then they just have a threesome. Blah, 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 whatever. And happiness.
You got the three-way ending.
I know, said Seiyu. Now we must take it even further beyond.
And this one's to go even further beyond.
And she put a hand on Misa's chesty bumps.
You mean tits?
Not chesty bumps.
Oh no! This is too good, she screamed. This is like 100.9% sexing now. If you don't...
Is that how she's getting around the rule of it not going to 101%?
If you don't stop, you will kill me!
Damn, said Seiyu, I must find.
Anyway, how's the hero of this epic tale?
Dark and L were watching Samantha at night doing the science.
Actually,
it's actually pretty dull.
That's actually pretty dull. Let's go back to the lesbians.
The lesbians?
Seiyu got out her everything note, and writ Misa gets a 200% sexing without dying.
This is a beautiful story.
The fact that we are quantifying sexual intercourse in terms of percent is driving me mad for some reason. Instantly, Misa fell on the rolling around, thrashing her arms against the walls.
You want to know what happened? The everything note just made decisions.
Who both orgasmed. Also, again, pretty sure that
we're both going.
Pretty sure that in regards to sex, women tend to have a lot more stamina.
Yeah. You know what I talked about in one of my classes?
Disappointment?
There's actually... Yes, I'm not even lying. There's actually, I think, a process that a therapist doesn't directly use, but teaches people how to use to help men last longer. I think it really involves them just holding an orgasm.
It's kind of like the whole thing of like similar to like trying to like when you're like holding in your piss midstream.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's literally all it is.
Of course, if you're doing some more BDSM stuff, there's always different ways you can withhold.
Like fingers. Hold on, babe. Don't do it yet. Just grabs penis.
Oh God. But nah, it's that whole thing is like, I think if anyone out there has more of an argument about the whole, more of an argument about getting quote unquote blue balled than anyone, I'm pretty sure it's most women.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, you passed out after one round and I didn't orgasm once.
I'm thinking of like either just a straight god or just like, you know, super like Saiyans, but females, right? And they marry just a normal human, right? And they're just like, how do you satisfy them? I want like the person just get up, go to the closet, and then pull out a jackhammer that has a dildo strapped to it instead of like the actual hammer part.
Oh God, I'm pretty sure that you could probably look up porn of cauliflower now.
Oh, I know there's already a shit ton of porn of that.
Oh God. Jesus. Anyway.
What the hell are we talking about? Oh yeah, 200% sexing power. Oh man, this is too good, she squealed. It was so good that all the sex chemicals made her hair grow super long and her chesty bits went.
I'm uncomfortable.
She did go Super Saiyan.
Well. Hey, that is cheating. Cyber Takata said, making her arms robot guns. Chesters will be punished.
Only Chesters.
I guess she just got distracted by the tits.
Then Seiyu did a sexy dance for Cyber Takata and they started sexing. Oh, this is so good. We are sexting at 101%. She screamed, "Keep going. This is too good to stop even if I die." What a way to go out. Death by sex.
Death by sniff sniff.
Pretty much.
Cyber got exploded and bits of robot went in Light's mom's cookie dough! 3 evil dudes are dead, but so are Dawn and Twilight. Who will be next?
Probably a good guy, just because you like to even it out until there's probably going to
I'm
be dark
thinking
and
now
one
about
second
that
left.
like fucking meme about that one dude's mugshot. The dude's like neck was
Which
like
one?
twice as thick as his head. Next time.
Oh my.
Are you looking it up?
Hold on. You just reminded me of a... I'm looking
What?
up all next matter.
I don't
You'll
understand.
understand. You will extend.
I will
Understand.
extend.
You will expand on.
That's going to be kind of interesting considering the fact that I technically don't have one. Just putting that out there.
You're gonna understand, it's fine.
Troll. Then, I think we need to finish up this chapter.
You'll be fine, just wait. This is more important than that.
God, I hate the feeling of my lips right now. Yeah, that man.
Fix
Batman.
that.
Oh, so that's what that video was.
He has his own
That
Twitter.
didn't surprise me. He went into the meme?
He
So
embraced
he's
it.
now damn wide neck on Twitter. Well.
Yep.
Well then.
And that video is him talking to some dude who has like the world's skinniest and longest neck. Anyways, Samantha and Knight handed in their test papers to Soichiro, who marked them, but first he had to summon the ghost of Einstein, because the questions were so hard.
You know, like where is the sun, or why do birds exist? I have checked all the answers, and you were right. You were all right, except for you, Knight. You got 72,348 wrong. Earth has 1 moon, you numbskull.
Oh yeah, check this shit out, you loser, Knight shouted back, hitting the brainy ghost dude with a scope. He looked through it and saw
Still
plenty
doesn't
of
explain
blood.
the other 72,387 that he got wrong.
Questions? No, he just means he got one wrong. And it's question 72,348. Implying they've already done 72,347 questions already.
Oh no, you are right. That mysterious world has appeared in our skies. Is a moon, like avenging angle of blood. Death is a moon. I was wrong and you were right. He did a bow at night and sent Samantha to sit out the rest of the fight on the bench. Again, it said that every question was right except for those ones that he got wrong. I mean, that's she. Whoops.
I'm confused.
That's right.
I just...
Night is a female clone of Dark. Oh, God.
It's all even again, not for long, Lord Blood. Someone else is about to die.
Jeff that came to look and stopped setting bail because she wasn't very good at it, and the bad kept coming off, and it really wasn't a good idea, so Blood turned back into it.
Atari and Sachio were exhausted, and they'd done too many kicks to the face, so they
I'm
were
so
messy.
bloody, get it? Atari roared.
Me too.
They both took a
Fellow
step back and ran at
Sachio.
each other, did a running jump in the air. They stuck their feet out for a final kick.
This will Sonic be the best. Be the last running Sonic kick to deciding this bastard and queen. Fuck out of the fight, you weasel. Latari roared, but he was wrong. They were the same strength. They kicked
God
it in
damn
midair
it!
and they both died.
No! Light scream. Dad!
And Dad, I mean Gramps, shrilled L. Whoops, I goofed.
Why would you type it in? Both the mustache
don't
dudes
fucking
died,
know.
Grindark. Wait, fuck, he was my dad too. Why a cruel world? Why?
On planet Flood, hovering over the action in
Blood
space.
shed a single tear, which was so big that it hit the earth and drowned Sweden. Well.
Oh. Whatever will be next, he sobbed. There are only a few dudes left. Just for fun, he shot a lightning bolt at Cool Dude and killed him because
Oh,
he
God
wasn't doing
damn
much
it.
anyway.
The score so far.
Done killed by Cyber Takata. Or
Cyber. Yeah, Cyber. Oh, God. Catadacta.
Cyber Kakarot.
Stop saying Kakarot. Twilight killed by how?
Soichiro's goldfish killed by Cool Dude.
That wasn't very
peeing in
cool
the
of you,
tank.
Cool Dude. Cyber got his sex to death by Seiyu.
Soichiro and Watari killed by them.
Samantha outscienced by night.
Ray killed
Mir
by
killed
Rubble.
by day.
Cool Dude killed by Blood King
Also,
of the
Day got
Shinigami.
by L while he was tying his shoes.
Team Evil has 5 points. Team Dark has 5 points also. It's a tie. Will more
Why would you
dudes
measure
die?
a war as in points? A fight in points? Unless... What? Well, you see, you had this many casualties.
It's just a small group war. It's not a big major one. So at this point, everybody does count, I
More
suppose.
dudes will die next. Maybe before Xmas.
Ooh.
God, I'm just flashing back to what I'm planning on having us do for Christmas.
Nothing, right? Oh, we're reading this story because it never ends.
Well, there's... Christmas. Oh, shit!
Craig? Craig? Craig?